Hey, this is George with the Homebrewer and Homebrewing Company in San Diego. I wanted to give a quick talk about the basic equipment that you need for making beer at home. I know when I first started looking for homebrew equipment before my first brew, I was pretty intimidated by just the amount of different types of kits and the different prices, and some kits included this or that, and it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around like what I really needed and what I could kind of hold off on purchasing, or even stuff that like just might be cool to have at first but become obsolete down the road. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of just a really basic, simple setup, and hopefully that'll help you make your decision. So I would argue that the most important thing, or really the only thing you really need to make beer at home, aside from the ingredients, is something to ferment inside of and some sort of sanitizing solution. So this is a bucket fermenter, nice and simple, food grade plastic, works fantastically well. This is a glass carboy, also works great, a little harder to clean, but you can use a little brush to get those shoulders in there. And then this is a hydrometer, which we have a video on how to use, but this is the tool that tells us how much alcohol we have in our fermented product. So we take a reading before fermentation, after, etc., and that gets us there. Now, other than that, everything else is just kind of there to make life a little bit easier. So this is a 5-gallon kettle. If you have a kettle at home or a large pot at home that can comfortably boil about 2.5 to 3 gallons of liquid, then you could probably get started with some homebrew using that. This is a bottling bucket, which is just our fermenter bucket, but it's been drilled and has a spigot added to it so that we can fill our bottles from there. A bottle filler is a nice cheap addition because it just makes it easier for filling. It basically allows you to keep the spigot completely open, and then this will turn the flow of the liquid on and off depending on if it's inside of a bottle. Other than that, you have a bottle capper and some plain unused bottle caps. You could use the flip top bottles, those work great. The downside is they're a little bit expensive, so long run you might just want to invest in a kit that has the capper already. And really, other than that, one thing that is really nifty is the auto siphon. There are some kits that will just have like a racking cane, which is just a hard piece of plastic tube. But the auto siphon, it helps start the flow of liquid for you. So if you are transferring from your fermenter into a bottling bucket, the auto siphon, you just give it a couple of pumps and that'll do that for you. We have a video on how to use these as well. But that's what I would consider to be the basic, the fundamentals for how to brew beer at home, the type of equipment you need to get started. Everything else from here you might add on. There's definitely a lot of really cool toys and gadgets out there, which we love geeking out on, but this is really what you need just to get started, and from there you can kind of add on and grow from there. So if you have any questions about this in general or anything else, please reach out to us. Be sure to subscribe to these videos, and we'll keep the content coming. Have a great day.